is a little talk about how to play your first finger in tune, mainly your first finger. You know, you would think that, you know, we sort of take our first fingers for granted, but I have learned that you shouldn't. What I do is I'll put a little sticker on your cello to show you exactly where your fingers have to go. One for your 1, 3 and 4. So you can look at those stickers. That's great. That's a fantastic aid. You know, that'll help you. Eventually you want to take those stickers off though, because it's a little bit like having a crutch. You know, you don't want to be too dependent on it, or else you'll never you know, do it independently. So we don't want to be using stickers all the time, but for the first year or two, I think stickers are fantastic. So, but we want you to use more and more, start using your ear. So this first finger, so how do we put our first finger down? We talked about this in previous videos. What you do is, remember the hand position, remember your hands like this, like that. You bring the first finger back, fingers lined up with the string, and you're angled or pronated. So what you do is, your thumb's in the neck, you just lift your fingers up from the bass joint. Remember, this is the bass joint. There's our little friend there. You can draw a little face there. If you can't see that, if your hand's like this, it'll not work. Remember to look at your watch, have your hand angled. So you lift it up from the bass joint and then down. So some people, students I see do this. Whenever they want to put their finger down, what they do is they move it back, and then they move like that, like that, like that, which is a really bad idea. So do you notice I'm not doing that? I'm just lifting from the bass joint. See the difference between that, which is good, and that, which is not so good. So you're actually, you know, you're turning your forearm. So doing that's a really big movement as opposed to this. If you do this fast enough, you'll get a thing called a trill. How difficult would that be if you did this? I couldn't do that. It'd be impossible. See how efficient this is and economical. Yeah. So I would do this every day. Open, 1. And if it's not in tune, oh my goodness, then slide it back into the correct place. So we learn from our mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. Don't beat yourself up. I would actually put your keyboard on. I would play the note E. So this is the note E, first finger. The D string is E. Play that E on the keyboard, and then I would play it, get somebody to do it for you, and then I would compare what you're doing to that. Try and hear a tone. A tone is 2 semitones, the interval between a D and E. Try and get used to the sound. It's not this, that's flat, that's sharp, that's where it is. So do that every day, and try and do that consistently. Could you do that consistently 10 times every day? That's hard, but that's and then do it the next string. That's the note A. Check it against your open A. That's an easy one to tune. So is it going down in the same place every single time? C string. There's the D. Check. What could you check that against your open D string? So do it slowly at first, then you can try and get it a bit faster. Do you get it as consistently whenever you get it faster, or does it move around a bit? And then the A string, you don't need to do these in any particular order. If you play that against your open D, if it sounds nice like that, you know it's in tune. If it sounds like this, oh, if it sounds a little bit ill, or like this, oh. So don't worry, just slide it. See, that sounds really cool. But this, you'll be able to hear for this, yeah? So that's in tune. So once you've found it, try and do a few repetitions from your bass joint. Try and get it gradually faster. Are you being consistent? And then try eventually doing a trill. You see the way I'm slurring that? I'm playing lots of notes in one bow. At the beginning we take one note, one bow per note, like that. But eventually, look, I'm taking lots of notes. Isn't that really cool? So you could also try that with the other fingers, of course. I only used it 1, but look, 3. I was flat as a pancake. That's better. That's it. Play that against your open A to check it. Listen, listen if it's out of tune. Oh, in tune. So get used to that. C sharp, again, get someone to play the keyboard. Others. And then try it with the fourth finger. You can check that. That's a C. Just play it against your open C. There's the G. Try that against your open G. See, really great. Really great if it isn't in tune. Sounds really lovely if it is. And then the D. Check that against your own D. That sounds lovely if it's not in tune. Sounds lovely. So bass drum. So that's the general idea, but focus on the first finger, but then once you've mastered that, move on to the other finger. So have fun and cheerio.